Adam Epstein here for Sports Radio 910 The Fan. Look who we ran into here, Sal Paolantonio. What's going on, man?
Oh, I'm covering the Patriots at Super Bowl 60, number 34 for me. So I'm taking a little bit of a time out, but I'm glad you came and said hi.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to ask Ness, is how many years have you been doing this? Because I don't want to make you feel old, but I grew up watching you, and I'm just obsessed with the way you cover this
You know what makes me feel old is gray hair. And the fact that I have 4 grandchildren that I didn't have when I started the job. I do it because I really enjoy it. And, as you know, Adam, this job will tell you when they're finished with you, right?
Yeah.
They give you a clear indication that you're done. When they do that, I will go play with my grandchildren happily. But I really enjoy covering the game. It's dynamic, it's interesting, it's always changing. I love the game of football. I love it, what it means to people individually. I love what it does for families and friends. I do think it truly does bring people together. I love going to games, being around the players and the coaches, some of the most accomplished people in the world.
So, Sal, we cover the Washington Commanders, and I want to ask you an NFC East question.
Yeah.
With the most recent hire, would you change the pecking order in terms of the best coach to the worst coach in the NFC East?
Wow. So, the best coach in the NFC East, to me, is the guy who's gone to 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years. That's Nick Sirianni. I love Dan Quinn. I think he's super hardworking. I think he's great with players, great with coaches. He's a good team builder. They just had an injury with Jaden Daniels. That was super unfortunate. I've met Jaden Daniels. He's the kind of person that any man would love to see his daughter marry. He's a true, honest gentleman who works hard, loves his craft. And I always said he would make a good lieutenant commander in the Navy. I was in the Navy. He would make a good military officer. People respect him. He's a good leader. He's tough. I hope he comes back, and I hope he terrorizes the NFC East and the NFL like he did going to the NFC Championship game. By the way, I picked them to beat Detroit and play the Eagles in the NFC Championship game, so I was not surprised that he won that game.
Dan Quinn, I like him as a head coach. You saw Schottenheimer Jr. have success year one. And personally, I kind of think Harbaugh jumps to the top because from the outside looking in, feels like every week Sirianni's on the hot seat. Why is that? Is that just Philly sports media?
Well, I don't think it's Philly sports media. Being part of Philly sports media, having lived and worked in Philadelphia media for 35 years, I don't think he's on the hot seat all the time. I think the team is changing and evolving all the time, due to a lot of different circumstances, mostly the change in offensive coordinator. It's always a function of the health and availability of your quarterback. When you look at Mike McCarthy's numbers with Dak Prescott, they were tremendous. You look at Nick Sirianni with a good offensive line, Jalen Hurts was great. That to me is the number one thing. They had injuries on their offensive line, and they didn't have a good offensive coordinator, and the offensive coordinator needed to go. So you have a good offensive coordinator, you have a good offensive line. Look at New England. Mike Vrabel has had tremendous success, great communicator, great coach, but Josh McDaniels is the key. He's the one that transformed that offense and transformed Drake May into an MVP caliber football player. So if you get Jaden Daniels back, the Commandos will be back.
Well, I'm worried about him learning David Blau's system now, because I loved Cliff Kingsbury, and it feels like everybody's saying that Cliff was the problem when they didn't have Jaden, they didn't have Eckler, they didn't have McLaurin, and then they fire Cliff Kingsbury, and it was just the easy scapegoat.
Yeah, well, it's a function of the talent you have around you, for sure. That's absolutely the key, and it's a function of the system and the play caller. And I have no doubt, knowing Jaden a little bit, not a lot, that he'll be fine. He's smart, tough, hardworking guy.
Sal, thanks for the time.
Yeah, and I like the Commanders being good because I like going down there.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that new stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I saw the renditions of it. That's cool. And to put it right where RFK was, that's really cool. And you can see the monument and the mall. It's a brilliant idea. When are they saying it's coming on board?
2030. So you got to make sure the team is
Wait a
just
minute.
as good.
No,
by that
no. You got to make sure that I'm still working.
point. Cheers to 34 more years.
Oh, baby, from your lips.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Take care, man.